Hello, my name is Dr. Brett Davies. I'm a barrister and solicitor at Legal Consolidated. Congratulations, you're just about to start building your option agreement. Well, they are marvellous, absolutely marvellous vehicles. My PhD, my doctorate was on option agreements or the tax implications of them, and it's very exciting. Well, I don't think you're going to be very excited about my PhD paper, but it's actually on the website if you'd like to read the 480 pages. But let's talk about your option agreement that you're building. Why would you need an option agreement? Well, it gives the person that would like to buy the asset, could be property, car, shares, a caravan, it gives that person a right to buy it at some time in the future. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in 3 months' time, maybe in the option period is 6 months. So that person, that grantee, has 6 months in which to purchase that asset. For what price? The price is set in the option agreement. What's the settlement date? You get to put that in. Maybe it's 28 days from the date that the grantee exercises the option. As the grantee, why would I want to do that? Well, maybe you'll try to buy something and you don't have the money for it. Maybe you want to buy something, but you want to do a special type of due diligence or talk to the local council about this or the other. Is a caravan allowed in your area? Is this property, is it truly a duplex block? Can you knock it down? Maybe it's subject to heritage or whatever, but you still like to lock it in. Well, that sounds good for the grantee, but why would the grantor, the person that actually owns it, why would they want to give that right away? Why would they fetter or reduce their opportunity to sell that asset for the next 2 weeks or next 6 months or next 10 years? Why would you do that? Well, there's many reasons. One is you've got a hot buyer there. They just want a couple of weeks to check a few things. Give them that couple of weeks. Maybe it's something you don't want to sell that particular asset. Maybe that building block, you don't want to sell that for the next 12 months. Well, you're not giving anything away. So you can give them an option, and during that time, the grantor, the owner, cannot dispose, cannot sell the asset. So let's say, for example, you're the grantor and you've got a nice piece of property. Maybe it's your family home, and you're trying to sell it. The real estate agent's been on your back. It's got to reduce the price. It's all getting very confusing. And then someone comes and says, I would like to buy your family home, but I'd like my uncle to check it first. Okay, well, give me $1,000 as an option fee, and I will hold the property for 2 weeks. It means I'll still advertise it. My real estate agent will still try and sell it. It'll still be exposed to the public, but I cannot sell it to gazump you or to override your option agreement. So I've given you a right to buy my property at the full market price. That's $1.4 million for the home, and you pay me $1,000, the option fee, and I get to keep that. I get to keep that $1,000 as the grantor, as the owner. And you can work out what you're going to do for the next 2 weeks. If you don't exercise the option, bad luck. I keep the $1,000 and the option's no longer valid because it's now 2 weeks old, and that was the option period. But during that option period, the potential purchaser, the grantee, can write a note to you and say, yes, I exercise the option. Here's the 10% deposit and settlement in whatever time you agreed. Maybe it's 28 days, maybe it's 2 months, whatever time you've agreed. So start building the document. There's lots of training videos, lots of hints along the way. You can also ring our toll-free number, and we've got lawyers on duty 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and so you're welcome to contact us. And that's the advantage you have in using a law firm's website. And I repeat that, a law firm's website, because we can give legal advice. You get professional indemnity insurance, direct access to that, and you also get a letter which signed by one of the partners of our law firm explaining how the document operates as part of the document. So enjoy the advantages in dealing directly with a law firm.